What brand do you hate and why? About 80% of mobile game companies because of all the shitty ads. Mary Kay. It's a pyramid scheme and a scam. $2.6 billion revenue in 2021. As someone who has been out of high school for a while, still has to be College Board. Complete monopoly on so many aspects of the college admissions process. Wells Fargo more so than other banks only because it was the first I'd seen convicted of outright defrauding their customers. Ticketmaster. Fiji Water. Because their ads are so annoying. The world's finest water. Untouched by man. WTF does that even mean? It's been bottled in plastic and shipped around the world. It's water. Ticketmaster. They have single-handedly made me not give a shit about ever going to another concert again. Meta. Nestle for take your pick. Walmart. I spent 8 weeks at corporate on an assignment once and I hated every second of it. Example. You ready to move to Bentonville? Oh, this is a great place but I'm pretty fond of where I live now. If I decide you're moving there's not a flocking thing you can do about it. This is upon introduction. Bare only infected people with HIV. Phonetics. They make garbage products but have built themselves a monopoly so you have very little choice but to buy their stuff if you're looking for sports apparel. They constantly get orders wrong and are now the official jersey supplier of the NHL, which scares hockey fans such as myself. TurboTax. Spirit Airlines. Literally the worst flight-based experience you can have. So bad they don't even have social media. Once I went to cancel a flight and it cost more to cancel than keep the flight. I will pay a significant premium to not fly Air Canada. Air Canada could eat a bag of flaming dicks but they will probably accidentally send them to Cleveland. Because some people already said Nestle, I will say Xfinity. Their customer service is insufferable, and their marketing methods are nothing short of trying to jump directly into my pants. Shell, because of destabilization in most of Africa. Creating and funding warlords to prevent nationalization of oil in their countries. Hate is a strong word but a controversial brand is Shein or Shine because they overwork and underpay their workers. Shine. They steal artists' designs without paying them. Their fast fashion business model is horrible for the environment and consumers. As a student, I got a trial subscription to Adobe to edit one document but stupidly forgot to cancel before the trial ended. Cost $60 for the month. Okay, pretty shit, but it was a stuff up on my part. Then they tell me there's an early cancellation fee for not completing the yearly subscription costing over $200. Couldn't afford food for the week and barely made rent. Fuck that. Fuck whatever brand that sells that super thin toilet paper that I always mistakenly purchase. EA kinda obvious. Not a brand specifically but the entirety of the network marketing or MLM sphere. Fuck all of those predatory companies and their garbage products. I wouldn't care if the products were the best thing out there, their business models and practices are terrible. Hostess. The Twinkies are delicious and they make me fat. He gets us. Their ads have flooded my Reddit. Nestle. Can never forget the water is not a human right thing. Fun fact, my aunt has a picture with the Nestle heiress when they were little girls, like she came to our South American country and threw a parade. Facebook. They took something that should have brought humanity the greatest good possible and used it for pure profits and evil. They used it to manipulate politics worldwide instead of bringing us all together. Facebook was great in the first 3 to 4 years. After that, it just turned into political hat Redland. Salt life. Just another redneck, beach bum, meaningless slogan and one of the creators shot his GF with a shotgun. Kylie Cosmetics. Just everything about it. AT&T because they have astonishingly bad customer service. I hate McDonald's when their ice cream machine is broken. Swiffer. They're too wimpy to clean a floor effectively. Kardashian anything. All the business ventures they get into seem sketchy as F and they are so trashy and overexposed. Disney. They are one of the most ruthless monopolies in existence right now, but have somehow managed to keep the facade of a happy friendly family company. All mega churches. If you have an entire city block of buildings you're a company. Looking at you Assemblies of God and headquartered in Springfield, Missouri. They prey on the vulnerable and don't even pay taxes to do it. Edit. Grammar, spelling. Shine. Theft of designs and slave labor. Nike. Child slave labor. They are one of the most prolific. Liberty Mutual. Never used the product. Don't care if it would save me $400 on insurance. The commercials have soured me. Balenciaga. For having children pose with BDSM teddy bears. For having a paper about a child porn SCOTUS case visible in an advertisement. For having horrible flocking fashion sense. Nestle. The CEO said that water shouldn't be a human right. No brand says, what is this, quality, you speak of? Let us just make some damn money. Quite like OL, Disney. Comcast. BlackRock. Nestle because they view water as a commodity that should be bought and sold rather than a basic human right. They buy up water rights and then resell the water, and many times they have polluted local water supplies so people have to rely on them. Subway Eat Fresh and Jared the Pedo. Tesla. I don't know if dragging one turns you into an asshole or assholes are attracted to them but there seems to be a strong correlation between the two. Starbucks. It's overpriced shit water. Hunts because they market a sugary, garbage paste they call ketchup. Heinz is the one true ketchup. Yeezy. McDonald's. Fuck you and your molten lava coffee. She was 79 years old. The US two-party system. Almost anything that is considered designer. Nothing but screams dollar that I didn't need to spend than that. Pretty much all overpriced, designer fashion, skincare, makeup. Just excuses to charge insane fees to insecure or image and status-obsessed people. EA, need I explain why? Pharmaceutical companies in general. I'm all for capitalism, but when you're charging 50x the amount you should be charging for a medicine that is necessary for some people, you deserve to be in jail. Not even considering that the person who created it sold the patent for $1 with the principle that we shouldn't profit off of life-saving medication. I definitely have a love-hate relationship with Dodge. When everything is running well, I love them, but when it comes time to remove the transfer case from the transmission on my second gen, I curse their very existence. ADT. Most of their business comes from shady and downright crooked, authorized dealers, which in turn makes them shady and crooked cause they know all about the behaviors of the dealers. Razor. Every death adder I've bought has had a crappy scroll wheel and one of my earbuds died after 45 days. I absolutely loathe Spectrum Charter. They advertise the speed, but if you read the fine print it's always up to X. Then there's the whole fact they refuse to trench fiber, so if they're your only provider, you're stuck with DOS's 3.0 coax. Disney. Too damn big. Apple. I spent days ripping my CD collection to my computer. Then I got a 5th-gen iPod. iTunes decided I needed my whole music collection renamed. Everything was then changed to a 4-letter string. Wouldn't want me to pirate my own music, apparently. I hate their walled garden approach. I also like how I can use the same cable for multiple devices from multiple brands. Apple doesn't like that. The Kardashians. Self-explanatory. Tim Flocking Hortons. Promoting themselves as Canadiana is utter bullshit. ExxonMobil. They knew about climate change from the 70s, and covered it up, lied, published fake news articles, paid off scientists, etc., in effect dooming humanity. Just gonna take an easy one, PETA. Whoever owns TikTok. Hitachi. Not the heavy equipment company. The vibrator company. They don't make them as industrial as they used to. Kellogg's, because of what they did to Michael Phelps over a little reefer. Lotta great moral reasons being given for hating brands here. And #X200B. I hate Pepsi because I think it tastes gross and it pisses me off when I go to a restaurant and they tell me they have Pepsi and not Coke. Almost all printer companies can eat my ass. I don't want any special programs. So many tiny hurdles and loops to get a stupid piece of paper. Balenciaga. I'm convinced they're a social experiment to see if they can get away with selling Chinese knockoffs at elaborate prices. Nike. Most of them, all virtue-signaling multi-billion-pound companies who source their products from child slave labor, damaging the environment in the process, and then make us drink through paper straws. Tesla. Everyone driving one acts like a total piece of shit. Nestle, because flock Nestle. I had to drink their flocking nutritive drink, Modulin, to replace normal food during a digestive problem. This had lactose and I'm allergic to it. I had to drink 2L of that shit for 3 months. Nestle.